Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. So today, this video is about a game that doesn't really fall into the category of games I bought in a PlayStation Store sale, because I didn't. In fact, I bought it from Amazon on a physical disc not long after it came out, but it probably was in a sale because I never buy anything full price from games really. But I did want it from the first time I heard about it, and the game is called Elex. Now, there's an Elex 2 out now, I know, but this is the original Elex. And from the minute I read about it, I like the sound of it. It's an open world kind of sci-fi apocalyptic kind of game, which I kind of go for. So I kind of wanted it, and as soon as the disc was on sale on Amazon, I bought it. And I played it a lot. I think I'm on day 40, which I don't know how many days we are in this game because I've not finished it, but I was on day 40, and I think according to PlayStation I played 30 something hours in it, so that's quite a lot. So it's a game that I enjoyed. It's a game that I enjoyed a lot actually. The open world is fun. It looks nice. It's not the most outstanding looking game ever, but it looks fine. It looks good. I never felt, oh my god, this doesn't look right, it doesn't look good. The character models are fine. Again, they're not the most outstanding I've ever seen, but they look fine. You can have companions in this game. I think at this point in the game, which is where I left off kind of last time, actually it was one save ahead of this, but I'll explain it in a minute. I think I had about 3 possible companions. I think from memory there's more than that, but I can't remember exactly. But yeah, it's a game I liked a lot, and there's a lot to do. There's lots of side missions and things. You're a kind of guy who's called Jax, and you've been kind of kicked out by your own faction. In fact, they kind of shot you and left you for dead, and then you're going around. You have to decide whether you want to support or go against different factions. I think there's 3 different factions, and it's quite an interesting story actually as well, and there's quite a lot of interesting characters along the way. There's a deserty kind of area, which you often get in this kind of game. There's foresty areas, mountain areas, snowy areas, and it's all quite well done. It's a little bit janky, but I didn't ever feel that it spoiled the game, and I enjoyed it a lot. And the reason I finished the game and stopped playing was, and I remember exactly, it's because it wasn't that easy to get level up points. I don't know how many points you get each time you do things, but bearing in mind I'm on day 40, and that's quite a lot. I'm like 30 something hours in. I don't know how long this game is meant to take, it's hard to get points for things, and you do get you can see these are the weapons I've got at this stage in the game. So I've got a plasma rifle, a crossbow, a phantom string, I don't know what that does, and a warbow, which is self-explanatory. But you don't, it's definitely not a game where you're going to get loads of equipment. That's not this game at all. If you want a game when you're going to get lots of equipment, this is not that game. So I've got a hand grenade, and I've got a few mace type things and a shield, but it's not easy. And I remember it was quite a long way in before I got any ranged weapons, and it was a long way before I got a plasma rifle. So the thing in this game is there's lots of enemies, there's lots of enemy troops or soldiers, and there's lots of poisoned rats, poisoned animals, infected animals, and things that look some sort of cross between dinosaurs and mutants. And there's a lot of things to kill. And for a lot of the game, I was melee killing them, which is fine to a point, but it got to a point where every battle was very similar, where I can't remember exactly why, but I never felt melee weapons quite did enough. I don't think I probably had enough ammo, maybe I didn't have enough points in those weapons, but I always ended up using lots of melee. And every battle, even at day 40 in, and 30 hours in, 30 plus hours in, was kind of a struggle, and it kind of shouldn't be. You don't mind playing a game where, you know, later on you struggle to kill a boss, you struggle to kill waves of enemies, you struggle because you did the wrong thing. But I was still having the same struggle with combat that I had at the beginning, because it's a little bit janky. Melee combat's a bit janky, range combat you don't get the option of early, and you didn't have the option to do that as you would in some games where you've got endless ammos and endless weapons, because like I said, it's not a game with loads of different weapons. I just kind of got tired of the grind of combat, because it wasn't super fun, it wasn't super fluid, and it wasn't super easy. I think if the game either had slightly less janky combat, or there were much more varieties of weapons so it got easier, then I would probably have continued, because I was enjoying the game, but I kind of gave up because of those reasons. So as I said earlier, I was one save ahead of this one I've loaded into, but the save I was at, the save past this, I literally load in and I'm killed by some about 2 or 3 poisoned rats each time I load into it. So I gave up with that. So I came to this save, which is a better option, just to show you. And as you can see, you know, this girl really wants to talk to me. You can see she's going to follow me around. But I have that effect on women apparently. But anyway, it looks fine. It looks good. And I was going to debate whether I wanted to trade this game in. There's a shop I've mentioned before locally to me in London where you trade in disc games, and you can get a credit voucher to get different games other people have traded in, which is a really good thing. And this game is worth a little bit for trading, not mega money, but it's about £5 UK pound. And I was going to trade it, and then I thought, actually I like this game quite a lot, and it's a new one of it, maybe I should just give it another go. So I'm thinking to give it another go. If you've watched this channel, you know I play a lot of games at the same time, and that's never been a problem. And if a game I like a lot suddenly kind of takes over, then I'll drop a few others. So I might give this a go. It was fun, it was different. I kind of, being back in it now, I kind of want to know what happens. So yeah, this is Elex. Like I said, it's a game that I would recommend, but for the fact the combat is janky and difficult, and it doesn't seem to get easier for the reasons I mentioned. But I'm going to give it another go, see if I can progress further. And I really did think about buying Elex 2. It's been in sales for PlayStation, which is something I mentioned earlier. And I thought about buying that, but I had a less than good impression of this game. But now going back to it, I think, okay, maybe I didn't give it a fair shake. Maybe I need to run around doing some grind and level up more points into my weapons, or get some better weapons, get some more money to get better weapons. So I'm going to give it another little go at some point. So this is Elex 1 from Guessagaingaming. Thanks for watching. Till next time, take care for now.